You too.
Yes, at 6 p.m.
Hi, Mara.
And I'm
Hi.
gonna start recording.
Hey, my screen got something. It says, this be recorded. It says leave meeting or continue. Do I press that?
Continue, just hit continue.
Continue. Hey, Billy, how come you're the
Okay.
biggest picture on the deal here?
I'm the biggest pitcher.
You are.
Thank
The
you.
top of your head, anyway.
Thank you. You can't see me? You can't see me good?
I can see it good.
Wait, let me see.
That's better. Have grace and
Mayor-
justice, will you? Have
Mayor,
grace
just
and
next time, comb your hair, man.
No, he looks
How
good
about
now.
that?
That's dynamite.
That better?
That's much
that
better,
better?
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Mayor. Bill, you growing a beard?
I was gonna shave, but the baby kept me from going to the shave.
Got you covered. Got you
The
covered.
baby was walking all over the place and I,
Wow. And then you just let it rip.
let him alone. I said, the heck with it. I did take a shower though.
I didn't ask that.
Well, I want
How
to
about
make sure
deodorant?
that I am clean.
You wearing deodorant, Mayor? I got deodorant.
Order for what?
No, I said I wasn't going there. We should start this meeting, I think.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yes, sir.
You want me to call the roll?
Yes, I do, sir.
Is everybody here, Erica?
Yes, everyone is here.
All right, now how am I gonna picture of everybody? What do I gotta do?
Tap on your screen.
Just tap it?
Yeah, and then on the, I believe you're on the tablet. So on the left-hand side, there should be a little white
Says
bubble
gallery.
gallery, push gallery.
Okay, I see everybody now.
Mhm.
How do I get this back off?
You see me?
Yeah, I see all of y'all. All right. Call the vote. I call the roll.
Can you unmute Heidi? Oh, there
I
she goes.
did, I did, yes.
Got it. Thank you.
This is starting to work, you know, we're finally figuring this out.
Okay. Are you ready, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, I say call the roll.
Oh, okay. Mayor Bain,
I'm here.
Vice Mayor Zapata, Councilman Best,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Here.
Councilman Petralanda.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum present.
All right, we're here to approve a resolution. I guess the
Yes, sir.
city attorney should go ahead and read it
Sure,
and then
Mayor.
we'll
Thank you.
discuss it.
This is a resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Miami Springs, Florida, calling a special election on Tuesday, August 18th, 2020, establishing a qualifying period, providing for the conduct of the election, and providing for an effective date.
Bill, is that your phone?
Yeah. Hey, I can't talk right now.
If you'd like, we can mute everyone and I can go ahead
I
and
can't talk right
explain.
now.
No, please continue. Haiti, please continue. Where's Maria, by the way?
He's
She's right there.
Everyone is
I
on.
have not seen Maria.
So
Are you looking at the screen, Bob?
I am.
You see
So
Heidi?
as we discussed on Tuesday night, as of tomorrow, we will have a vacancy on the city council. And
Correct.
so you are charged with, pursuant to the charter, you're charged with
Mhm.
making an appointment on an interim basis to fill that vacancy, as well as calling for a special election. And that's because of the timing of when this vacancy has occurred. The situation is slightly different if it were to occur at a different period in time. So I just want to make that clear for the record. So the item that's before you is solely to call the election. You're setting an election. We are we have received approval from the County Supervisor of Elections to conduct the city's special election on the same day as the county primary election in August. the election will be August 18th. Our qualifying period for this special election will be Tuesday, June. Let me make sure I don't want to.
Eight-
I
eight-
don't want to
Ninth.
misspeak.
Yeah, June
8th to
9th,
the 11th, right?
June 9th to the 11th. Mhm.
The qualifying period will be Tuesday, June 9th, 2020 through Thursday, June 11th, 2020 at 4 p.m. So for those 3 days, those individuals who wish to run in the special election can qualify before the city clerk. The resolution that
Here's
you
Maria.
are considering this evening has the additional information as to this process. The petition process is still provided for, and we have rules within this resolution that allow people to obtain the signatures that are needed for the petition digitally, which is in accordance with the State Department of Elections emergency rules. So we're doing this type of signature on the petition only because of the current state of emergency. Otherwise, we would go only by what the charter provides, which is to get ink signatures or indelible pencil.
So you're telling me they got 3 days to qualify?
Yes, Mayor, they have, we can,
Yeah,
if you would like, you can change that. You have the ability to change when the qualifying dates are. However, that's within your discretion. So if you want to make it earlier, make it longer, we can do that.
Longer, longer.
Counselor, I would like to make a statement here.
It-
I read the charter 3 times today, 3 times. And I don't know that that provision's there.
What provision are you referring to, Councilman?
I'm talking about the city charter.
You're
The
talking
provision
about
you the provision you just mentioned.
What provision? About the original signatures or?
Correct. It's not there yet,
It's there.
is it?
The signature requirement is in the charter.
Signature, yes, but not what you talked about.
the
what
3
I-
days you're talking about, Bobby?
No, Bill, no, I'm talking about online and all that stuff. That's not-
Electronically?
It's not in there.
Correct, Councilman. What I'm saying is that the resolution that is before you this evening for your consideration and adoption,
It's to sanction the election. I understand that, Counselor.
right, and one of the provisions in the resolution provides that because of the COVID-19 state of emergency and in an effort to limit person-to-person contact,
Okay, you're allowing that. You're allowing
we are
that.
allowing that, yes.
Okay.
And that
gotcha.
is consistent with what the state has authorized.
All right, I just wanted to
I
make
would-
sure everybody knew that.
I would also like to point out that the qualifying period, in an abundance of caution, we have requested, we have scheduled a notice of qualifying and of the special election to be published in tomorrow's daily business review. And
Correct.
so it has the qualifying period, the date of the election, and the deadlines for the campaign treasurer reports. So all of that information will be published tomorrow. So
That's in accordance with statute.
correct.
I have a few questions regarding the qualification period. Well, first of all, I guess you said that we could extend it if we want to, but if this is going to be published tomorrow, we would be not publishing accurate information, right?
We would have to issue a corrected notice, which we could do. We could do that on Monday in the daily business review.
Okay.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't we want to have a qualifying period, say for a week, to really allow our residents who are interested to know about it and get the signatures and all? What would be the drawback of extending a week?
So the qualifying period is really just the time when individuals who are interested, and Erica can chime in on this, but it's when individuals who are interested to run can go before the clerk Or in this case, another thing that we've also provided for in light of the emergency is that they can submit their qualifying papers electronically via email, other than their fee, which needs to be mailed in or delivered in person. But really, everything that needs to be done in order to qualify can be done ahead of time. So if a potential candidate wants to pick up the information, I believe that they can do that starting on Monday, Erica, or if
Correct.
not, maybe even tomorrow.
Mhm.
So they can obtain all of the information that they need, the form of petition, the candidate statement, all of that will be retrieved from the clerk. And during the qualifying period, the potential candidate would simply submit those documents to the clerk. And at the end of qualifying, she will submit all of those petitions and all of that documentation to the county for the county's review.
I have a question for Erica.
Yes.
When's the last day that you have to have the names submitted to be on the ballot?
The 12th, June 12th, the county needs to have the names of the candidates to be on the ballot.
June 12th.
That's for August 14th, right?
Right.
August 18th.
18th.
Hey, sorry, 18. Sorry, Madam Clerk.
June 12th. You're gonna go.
Heidi, can I ask a question? Am I muted?
No, you are
No.
not. muted.
No, I hear you,
Go ahead.
Mara.
So question, and you're saying that the signatures can be electronic signatures? That doesn't mean like something like DocuSign, right? They still have to have their signature.
It has to be an image of the person's signature, correct? That's actually a very good question.
Yeah, the only reason I'm clarifying that is because I collected some of my petition signatures like that. And I knew that that was, people had to understand that, so.
Yes, that's a great question. This is not a DocuSign signature. This is an image of the person's signature, because what will happen at the county is the county supervisor of elections will compare the image of the signature with the person's signature, which is on file with elections.
I got another question. When's the next election after the 18th? When's the next people going to the
November.
polls?
November.
General election.
The
November.
general election on November
3rd.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yep.
There's not, I mean, for the county, there's no, because you're doing
No,
a primary.
August, Mayor. I think it's
You're
August.
doing the primary on the 18th, correct?
August 18th.
When is their next, after the 18th? It's not, it goes to the general
November,
election.
to the general
November.
election.
Is it November 3rd?
It
The third or
is
fourth, William, yes. I think you're right.
November
The
3rd.
Well, I have my reservations on, getting signatures, especially people unknown in 3 days.
Right.
The signatures can be collected, Mayor, as early as, frankly, tomorrow, if the person
Opens the account.
opens their campaign account.
I
and-
understand that, but I don't know if you've ever went and tried to collect signatures, especially when you're trying to collect signatures, that you're maybe not an unknown face. There's different things that you have to do to collect signatures, and they still need 50.
Yes.
50.
So,
Oh,
in 3 days to get 50 signatures, if you're not a person that's known on the situation, I think it's going to be a kind of a tough time. And
But
What
it's not
happens-
it's not 3 days, Mayor. They can start getting the signatures tomorrow, is what Heidi's saying.
But they first have to open the bank. They first have to open the account, correct?
Wait,
That's
let
the
me
problem
understand
I have
something.
with
You said
Xavier.
that, let me understand how many days they have to get their signatures.
Mayor, the individuals who wish to run can collect the necessary documents from the city clerk as early as tomorrow. They can, and once they have their bank account opened for the campaign, they can then begin to collect signatures. The
Okay, and then the last day the signatures have to be in?
It's the 11th.
would
June
be the
11th.
11th.
Oh, okay.
June 11th.
So they could go from tomorrow to the 11th to get their signatures.
As soon as they open their bank account, they can start collecting signatures tomorrow if
Okay.
they want.
All right.
But it
that's-
sounded like you only have 3 days. That's
Yeah.
Just to be clear, that's August 11th, correct?
Right.
Okay.
No, no,
June
no,
11th.
June
Oh,
11th.
let's make that clear then.
the qualifying period is 3 days, and it will be from Tuesday, June 9th at 8:30 a.m. of 2020 through Thursday, June 11th, 2020 at 4 p.m. Individuals wishing to run can collect their documents that are needed from the city clerk as early as tomorrow. They can email cityclerk@miamisprings-fl.gov and obtain the documents electronically. As soon as they open their campaign account, they can begin to collect the signatures that are needed for the petition. And so they will have this weekend, all of next week, and through June 11th, 2020 to collect the signatures. Now,
Well,
hold on,
based on that.
hold
Go
on.
Go ahead.
On June 11th, the signatures have to be in to the city clerk by 4 p.m. The entire qualifying documents, that entire package needs to be into the city clerk before 4 p.m. on June 11th.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I get that. I want to say something here because I happen to agree with the mayor. This is hardly anything that anybody would want to do in terms of running for office for the city.
Heidi, I have a few questions regarding the once, I know you said tomorrow they can start collecting signatures, but they have to open the bank account first. And
Right.
then my understanding, if I remember correctly, after they open the bank account, they have to get back to City Hall and have Erica verify the bank account or whatever before they can open signatures. I don't think it's just as of tomorrow. So, and then we have the weekend coming. So I think that's from past experience, it's a lot of stuff going back and forth to, from the bank and getting the papers and then going to the bank and then going back to Erica to get that authorized and then trying to get the signatures. And then you run into the weekend where there's nothing they can do if by the time they open the account, and the account takes time to open it at the bank. You have to sit with a bank manager and open the account. So I would like to at least extend the qualifying period through that Monday of that week, so that it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and people have enough time to, if they're having trouble getting the signatures through. I know with myself, Erica, verified later that everything went through, that she could read it. We need time for all that. So at least, why can't we?
Councilwoman, I have a tendency to agree with you on that to an extent. I don't think this is clearly not enough time for somebody to conduct a campaign and run for a position on the city council. I'm sorry, I do not.
I don't think
So
There's
to
point.
answer,
that's not within our purview. I mean, that's just the.
It is in our purview. It most certainly is.
How
to, ad-
Well,
Wait,
Wait,
let me,
to address
Let-
both questions, as far as the qualifying period, we can, if the council wishes, we can make it from June 8th through June 11th, if that's the council's desire. We can't extend it beyond June 12th because the Department of Elections needs to have the documents by that date.
Right.
As far as conducting an election, our charter actually requires that it be done within 30 days. So we're actually doing this because of state law and having to coordinate with the supervisor of elections. We can't get a date within 30 days. So this is actually providing potential candidates with a longer time to campaign than they normally would. So they will have from as soon as tomorrow, effectively, through August 18th to campaign.
Well, that would
Yeah.
be.
Heidi, I think the point that is missing here is that extending the number of days qualifying doesn't mean that they're gonna have more time to collect signatures.
That's
They're
correct.
still they can start collecting signatures tomorrow or Monday, as soon as they have their account. The qualifying period is just the number of days they have to turn in their paperwork to the clerk, correct?
Right. But
Well,
since our city hall is closed.
Wait a
and-
minute. Take your time, all y'all. Take your time.
I have a
So in
question,
other
Mayor.
words, I got one thing to say, so I get this clear in my mind.
Hey,
Can
Mayor.
they turn their paperwork in on the 11th?
Yes, Mayor.
4
Okay,
p.m.
so
on the 11th is the
they can turn it
deadline.
in on the 11th. So you're talking about they got 10 days.
If they start Monday, it's 10 days. If they start,
be 10.
if they can get the account open tomorrow, let's say, they can start tomorrow.
I have a question, Mayor.
But
Now-
you guys, I think some of these people don't understand, William and the attorney, and all of us have ran. Sometimes when you go to the bank on Friday, you're not, like Councilman Mitchell said earlier, you're not approved. In fact, you also have to do a federal type thing where you got to have used to be, you could just open up an account. You have to, sometimes you're delayed in opening your account a couple of days.
No,
Is the
sometimes
bank
it takes a
open?
week.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes it takes a week.
I don't know how this,
Open.
I don't know how this is going to work. And then the next question is, what if nobody qualifies?
Well, that's correct. That's true too.
You know,
But Mayor,
I don't
is
think
the bank
people
open?
understand that aren't. have run how
That's
hard
what,
to
that's
get
what
the
happened in
signatures.
2012,
Well,
Mayor.
yeah, William, I
The
was just gonna
interim
say-
appointment stays on till,
I almost feel we ought to go ahead and do the election on the November date. And
well,
allow-
as Heidi pointed out, our charter requires an election in 30
I don't
days.
think we can do that,
Since
Mayor.
that's not viable, we're doing it the next soonest available date, which will be August.
Yeah, which is the county election, right?
Right.
All right,
But now Mayor, is the bank open? I mean, because until not too long ago, you had to make an appointment to be able to go into the branch. The drive-through is open. Is the branch open? I'm not sure. Now, the other question is why don't we just not require signatures? Can we do that?
Oh, you can't, Jamie, no, please, Councilman.
No.
No, please.
Hey, listen,
This is totally undemocratic, this statement.
but listen, we're not living in normal times. You know, we have a quarantine, we have a pandemic. Come on, you know.
May
I wouldn't
I
be
say
asking this
something when
question
he's
if
done,
we're not
please?
living in the situation we're living right now.
Mara, please.
Please, I need to say something. So in our campaign right now, the school board campaign, they required 1,400 signatures and the date wasn't extended to collect those. That this is the Department of Elections. You want the Department of Elections to extend something for Miami Springs for somebody to be appointed? I don't know. I would be embarrassed to ask that. How do you even ask that?
Well, I don't think
Well-
it's in the charter either, by the way.
well, I don't think the charter ever thought we'd be going through this kind of
No,
situation.
no, Bill,
Yeah.
Bill, you're right.
That's
You're right.
my point.
And one other thing, Jaime brings, you know, y'all are bringing up good points, but you're not listening to each other. Jaime brings up a good point also about getting into the bank and getting your appointment to go ahead and do that. Because you can't just go into the bank and do that. And I don't think it's going to be
No, it
complicated.
takes a while. It takes a while.
No, wait, let me finish, Bobby. It's not only that, you got to get an appointment to go in the bank to do anything inside the bank.
Yep.
Exactly.
Do it from your car. It's awful. Hey, I mean, if
You
it's
can't
by the
open an
law,
account.
if it's by the law, we have to do it, we do it. But I'm just skeptical of how many people, you know, because nobody watches these meetings anyway, Zoom. I don't know how fast it's going to get out for people to go ahead and want to go ahead and qualify for this.
Well, Mayor,
think-
Mayor, can I say something? I think you were right initially, and I think you made the statement that this is not enough time for this process to happen. I totally agree with that.
All right.
Totally.
Well, I guess,
So-
but by law, we got to do it this way.
We have to do it in some way, kind of, sort of. Yeah, right.
All I say is to all y'all, give them as long as they can to qualify.
I agree with that.
Whatever the resolution has to say tonight,
Yep.
we vote on giving them as much time to qualify as we can.
Yep.
I agree with that.
So do I. How about you guys? How about the rest of you?
I just want to say that given the situation with the banks right now, maybe that someone goes and can't open an account on the same day, but in the past, it has never been an issue and any of the 3 times that I have run. It may be a little bit more problematic now, but as far as people deciding to run for office, there are people here in Miami Springs that can collect 50 signatures, given the situation, within a day or 2. They really can. Even with the electronic signatures, I had people that I was texting and they were picking up petition cards and a basket that was at the door, or they were left in mailboxes. People who have a
Nora,
sincere interest to
Mara,
run and
Mara,
qualify. Please let me
Mara.
finish. Please let me finish. Please let me finish. Thank you.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
do this. I don't know why we're making this like such a huge, huge impossible thing.
Well, because I'll tell you why. Because there's a potentiality of 2 seats coming vacant. That's exactly why, my dear. Exactly
Well,
why.
It doesn't have to be a
And that's major
potentiality.
league-
It could be either
No,
done or
hold on.
not, but
Hold on, you're leaving. You're leaving.
yeah, it's out of
This
responsibility.
council has got to continue. And we would like it to be sustained to a point
Of
where
course,
well, yeah, and you would agree with that, of course.
yes.
And I wish you well with your election, but at the end of the day, give these people some time to do this. Don't slam them. And never mind the electronic signatures and all that. And I agree with you. They probably could. They probably
Not
could.
in our
Mauro.
purview. Some of it is not in our purview to provide extra time. It's not in our purview to do that.
Well,
All
we
right.
can work within what we have.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, all I say
Are
is
you good with that?
No,
vote
I'm
should-
I'm fine.
the
Okay.
vote should be right now to whatever the city attorney tells me how long the qualifying period could be. The longest it could be. I want that in, I would vote to have that in the
Agree.
resolution.
Mayor, motion to move.
Second.
But I need
Well,
a
let's get
number.
the
though.
date. Let's get the dates from
Let's- yeah,
Heidi
let's-
first.
Okay,
Well,
so.
let's get it. You got it first and a second, sir.
Okay.
So the resolution that's before you is setting the election for August 18th. I think if we can split up just clarify, August 18th for the special election. The qualifying period that's in the resolution that was circulated and the qualifying period that in an abundance of caution we included for publication in the Daily Business Review tomorrow provides for qualifying from June 9th through June 11th.
9 to 11, yeah.
So those 3 days. If we want to change it and also provide some additional time so that the clerk can work with the supervisor of elections to get the signatures verified in advance of the June 12th deadline. And Erica, so one thing is we can increase the date of qualifying to June 8th. If we want to go into the week prior, we can certainly do that. But I think doing June 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th would be sufficient. And Erica, if you can let the council know, I think that if candidates submit their documents to you on June 8th, for example, you can immediately send those over to the county and they will verify the signature.
Correct.
If something wrong, there will be time for said candidate to, if it's a
acquire.
correctable error, they can correct it before the end of qualifying.
That's correct.
Our next meeting is June
Council.
8th, correct? June 8th?
Yes, Councilman.
June 8th.
I would just like to make clear that for those candidates who wish to run, it's probably best for them to get their documents in early to the clerk
Oh,
so
yeah.
that she can get the signatures and all of the documents verified by the county. And if there's an issue that's correctable, it can get corrected prior to the end of qualifying. So people should not wait until the last minute to submit their documents, but that's up to.
Okay, listen. Haiti, thank you for the dysentery there. I appreciate it. The mayor's asked for a vote. He's got a first and a second.
What are we doing here? First and a second.
What you-
Qualifying
June
dates will-
Motion is to-
Qualifying dates will be June 8th through the 11th.
Okay. That's the motion. And I got
Sure.
a second. Call the vote.
Vice Mayor Zapata,
Yes.
Councilman Best,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilman Petralanda,
Yep.
Mayor Bain.
Yes.
Bill, nice job.
Is this the end of the meeting now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have to do anything else?
I don't have to look at you no more.
All right. This meeting's adjourned.
Hey, good beard, by the way.
Thank you. How do I
Good night,
turn this off?
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night, guys. Not everyone.
I gotta turn off everything.
I'm turning it off.